Alright, what is up everybody? Today I'm coming at you with another awesome guide. Today I'm going to go over a quick, easy, and awesome way to level your alts. Today we are going over the Scarlet Monastery boosts. We're going to go over and show you how easy it is to go through Scarlet Monastery Library, Armory, and Cathedral all within a quick amount of time, so that we can get some really good experience for our alts. Or for boosties, if you want to make some quick gold. You could probably sell these for about, going with maybe around 10 gold per reset of the Cathedral, Armory, and Library. I was able to pick these up really quick. There is no real requirement for these runs, which is the best thing. You don't have to go out level professions or get some crazy gear. So before I get too far deep into this, I want everybody to go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button down below to stay tuned for some awesome content. So as far as gear requirements go for this run, there's really only one, which is going to be the main requirement for most boost runs, which is going to be the figurine of the Colossus from the last boss in Shattered Halls. It's pretty easy to farm up. Since you get it on normal, you can just run it as many times as you want and get it pretty quickly. I am going to post my talents down below in a link, but I'm going to show you the talents I am running. So I run Sanctity Aura, which is that's going to increase the damage that we put out, all the holy damage we put out, and also Pursuit of Justice, which increases your movement speed by 15%, which is huge. Helps you keep a good distance from the mobs. And then on the protection tree, I like to run only 4 in Reckoning. Some people put all 5, but I like to put only 4 so I can have all 3 in shield specialization. So we're going to go jump on inside, and we're going to start off with the Cathedral. So for starters, when you jump in the Cathedral, you will see this ad right here. The Cathedral, Armory, and Library all have 1 or 2 ads at the very beginning that you have to kill before you start moving. Because if you try to kite them, they're just going to run all the way back and they could kill your boosties. So it's pretty quick to go ahead and just kill them at the start. So before you get started, obviously you want to make sure your Righteous Fury is up so you get the improved Righteous Fury damage reduction. And I'm also going to put my Sanctity Aura up. My Blessing of Sanctuary up. Now I'm going to kill this mob. And then once we get this mob killed, I am going to go and show you. We will go ahead and start the timer. So what I did really forget is gonna now drink. What I was gonna say is forgot to I have a mage that I will give water and food to from my shaman ult, but I will go and grab that when we're going through the next dungeon. So I'm going to put my clock on. This is where we're going to start the timer so you can see how quickly we can get in and out. So one important thing, I don't leave Sanctity Aura up while I'm running. I keep Devo Aura up so that I can have the increased armor, take less damage, because even though they're lower level mobs, when you are getting hit by a bunch of them, the damage is going to stack up and you'll take some damage. So any way to mitigate that, the better. And then also you want a Blessing of Sanctuary up. So let's go ahead and get going. I like to have Seal of Wisdom up. You want to run in between these two. Rank 1 Consecration. Then you're going to judge that ad. And now you're going to strafe. Get strafe to the middle so that mobs don't get your back, so they can do more damage to you. If you give them your back, you cannot dodge, block, or parry. So we have a good distance from them, so I can go ahead and just run straight ahead. So I'm going to put a rank 1 consecration right here. Then I'm going to Divine Shield, and I'm going to open the door, because if you do not use the Divine Shield, you won't be able to open this door. So do not worry about trying to aggro all the mobs in here. What we're going to do, we're going to target the boss, and then all the mobs will come. So one thing I like to do right here, I like to run Blessing of Freedom while I'm running in through here, just in case if that mage, that caster, goes ahead and gets a slow on me. So you're going to want to pull them with the consecration. So this is where we're going to start doing some parkour, like coming up here. So you never want to, you want to try to go ahead and jump through these ledges to save time and space. So one thing to note is anytime you do Blessing of Freedom, you will lose your Blessing of Sanctuary. So you want to put that back up at all times. So you're going to run and jump through here. When you jump through the corners, if you see what I did with the consecration, that went ahead and pulled the group on the side so that we could start kiting more mobs. So you basically come out around, you do a giant square through, jump right here, and then I'm going to pull these mobs, and I'm going to strafe this whole yard. If you see all the mobs, they're coming at us. And one good thing about being a paladin, that even if you do not have Blessing of Freedom up, you can always just dispel the slow. So I'm going to again jump through here, kind of cut some corners a little bit. And now I'm just going to book it to the kill spot. So this is where, right when I get to the kill spot, I'm going to switch over to Sanctity Aura. And you come, stick your back right here, get Blessing of Wisdom up, and then you're going to pop your wings and trinkets. And when you're right here, it's going to bring the mobs all around to come and get you. And you just kill them. And you'll see these mobs, they are going to die really quick. So they are going to all come back at you. You just wait for them to come back, and they're all really low health. So they are all just going to die. So try to keep your Seal of Wisdom up. And that will do damage to them. And when you're attacking them, deal damage and get some mana back. So I'm going to drag this mob over here, finish off these last two. And there's a mob right there. That mob is at full health, so I am not going to worry about it. That's just going to increase the time by a lot. So sometimes the mobs will aggro other mobs. But if you look at that, 4 minutes and 50 seconds. And we're done. So now we are going to go do the Armory. So I've got my alt right here that is now going to be taking some hits from these elites, but it's okay. I'm just going to run right out in here, get them in the instance. So now I'm going to switch back to Diva Aura. I'm going to drink. And one thing I forgot to do, like, we're human, we all make mistakes. I forgot to switch my trinket out because I left my trinkets from tanking last night up. So now you want to pull these two mobs. And kill them. Because again, if you do not, they will run right back and probably attack your boosties if they're lower level. So just kill them off. So I'm going to drink now again and get ready for the run. So I just saw that last run. That's pretty simple. It didn't take me too long to get it mastered. And just by doing them more and more, you will just learn more and more. And they will become easier. So here. So one thing I want to let you know, if you do end up pulling a mob right here, it's fine. It's not the end of the world, just one mob won't kill you. So you want to jump that corner like I just did. And there's one thing I like to do on this run that I don't see lots of people doing, is what I like to do is I like to come grab this pack right here at the beginning, because I feel like it's a lot better to do that because you have, right now, you have less mobs on you than you will on the way back. And I feel like going that way on the way back, you just get hit by a lot more mobs and have a chance to take that much more damage. The pathing in here, after you do it a few times, will become really like natural. So right now this is the hallway towards the final boss. So you just run back here, pull them, and it is time to start running back to the entrance kind of for the kill phase. So one thing I like to do also is I like to do my runs so the alts and boosties do not have to go anywhere. They can just zone in, AFK. And it's pretty easy on them. So one thing I want to reiterate is you do not have to have this Skull Flame shield for this boost. You can have like any 70 pre-raid wrist shield, or like not even that. You can get the Sporgar shield. That's perfectly fine for this too. That shield is another shield that does damage to the attackers when you block. It gives a stacking dot, but it's not required. I just like doing this because this does provide some damage. So you want to kind of, when you go through here, you'll weave through this middle area to get mobs to just run around, kind of stack up, and catch up to you. So right now we made it all the way to the end at like 60% health. So now what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to pop wings, pop my trinkets, and I'm going to switch my auras over. I'm just going to pop my consecration and just be able to see them just start melting. They're going to come through here. I got this mob right here. It's trying to get me, so they'll eventually come back to you. Just have your consecration down, and they will all die. So I don't loot in these, because by looting it makes it so you have a lot more time to make it for experience. So you're getting close. This makes you maximize your XP per hour. So that was the armory. Now we are going over to the library. So this one has another 2 mobs. I like to pull them back in here. Just so they don't have a chance to run away and pull other mobs. Okay, so now I'm going to drink up. We'll go through this run. So right now we are at 11 minutes. I'm going to start from the Debo arm up. So one thing I do like to do on this, I like to pull this front pack right there because I don't like to, when I'm at the kill phase, run all the way back down that hallway with all the mobs on me. So I will go and just pull them and just have a little crew following me. This is a shorter run. Than the other ones. One thing to note, be careful of, is there are mobs in here that can stun you. So one thing I like to do, I like to go through the right side when we go through these hallways, so I can pull the mobs on the right, so when we come back, you don't have to kind of circle around the room to get them all. See, look, one of the mobs stunned me. So, and you can't avoid that stun. So strafing doesn't dodge it. So again, we're going to go through the right side. Full mobs. One other thing to note here is that some of the mobs will reset just by running. So just be careful of that. If you see them reset, just watch for the reset. And you'll be good. So you see these mobs there? They're trying to reset. So I'm not going to go out of my way if they're on the opposite side of this room to get them. So yes, right now we are getting low on health because of the stuns got us. Yeah, I missed those mobs, but I wasn't going to try to work too much on it. So here, what I'm going to do is, I'm pretty, I trust my trinkets, so I know when we're going to die or not. So, now we can just go through. The rest of the mobs are going to run around and aggro everybody. So we've got them all. So we just come right over here. Switch our auras. Trinkets wings. And make sure we have our Seal of Wisdom up. And we are going to be just murking these mobs down. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come right on here to LOS the mobs. And then bring them back. I did that because sometimes there's casters that go back and will be casting to you, so that kind of pulls them at you. Alright. So if you see this, we've got it all clear. All clear, all three of them in 14 minutes and 28 seconds. So that's really quick, and doing it this way also makes it so you're not having to sit around and wait for a lockout, because if you just do 2 of them, you're going to hit lockout. So this is the method I have been using to go boost my ult, and it's also a great method for you all to go out and boost your ults, or go and make some gold. So again, hopefully you stayed and watched this whole video, and want you to hit that like, comment, and subscribe buttons. And until next time, later.